She thought I would shatter. Instead, I smiled, lifted my glass, and raised a toast. It was my birthday dinner. The table was dressed in gold and white, candles flickering between wine glasses. My closest family gathered in the soft glow of celebration. And then she stood, my sister, my own blood. Her hand slid into his, my husband's. Their fingers locked like a confession, and with a trembling smile dressed as courage, she announced, "We're expecting." The words hung like poison in the air. My mother's gasp, my father's silence, the clatter of a dropped fork. It all faded under the steady hum in my ears. They expected me to break, to cry, to collapse in disgrace. Instead, I smiled. I let them believe I was stunned into silence. But my silence was not weakness. It was a countdown. I remember the first time I introduced her to him, my fiancé, my everything. I placed her hand in his and said, "This is my sister, my safe place." They smiled at each other, too long, too warmly. But I didn't see it then. I believed in family. I believed in him. For years, I built a life around that belief. I gave him my loyalty, my trust, my body, my time. I defended him when whispers surfaced, when her laughter lingered too close to his ear. I told myself, she's my sister, he's my husband. They wouldn't. But betrayal grows in shadows, silent and patient. It was subtle at first. His phone always face down. Her sudden excuses to stop by, just to see the kids, though there were none. The shared inside jokes I wasn't part of. Then came the message. Not even hidden well, just careless. A half-deleted text on his phone. "Next time, don't forget the condoms." From her. The world should have caved in that moment. But it didn't. My heart tightened, yes, but my mind sharpened. I didn't scream. I didn't confront. I learned. I learned that when a man cheats, he leaves crumbs. I followed every one. Bank transfers to secret hotels. A fertility clinic visit. His, not hers. The irony burned. He wasn't trying to father a child with me. He was testing if he could father one at all. And the results were mine to keep. I realized betrayal was not a wound. It was a weapon. My sister wanted the spotlight. My husband wanted the escape hatch. They expected me to crumble, to hand them the stage. So I let them perform. I smiled at family dinners. I played the loyal wife. I listened as my sister bragged about how life has a funny way of giving you what you need. All the while, I built my plan. Step 1, secure my exit. A lawyer, quietly. The prenup he forgot I insisted on was ironclad. Everything he thought was his would return to me. Step 2, collect the evidence. Screenshots, transfers, clinic results. Not just whispers, proof. Step 3, wait for the perfect stage. And tonight, at my birthday dinner, she gave it to me. When she announced her pregnancy, I didn't flinch. I let their victory bloom for one glorious moment. Their smiles, their secret joy, the collective shock of my family. It was almost beautiful. Then I reached for my glass. Calm, steady. I rose and said, "Congratulations." The room exhaled, confused relief flooding in. They thought I was surrendering. But surrender has never been my nature. I continued, "Since we're sharing family news tonight, I'd like to raise a toast. To truth. And to results." I set a crisp envelope on the table. The fertility clinic seal gleamed under candlelight. My husband's eyes widened first. My sister's knuckles whitened around her wine glass. I opened it slowly, savoring the silence. These are the results of the fertility test my husband took last month. The ones confirming he is infertile. Permanently. The silence shattered. My mother's hand flew to her mouth. My father's chair scraped against the floor. My sister's face drained of color. Her lips parted, but no words came. She looked at him, desperate, searching for denial, for rescue. He offered none. His face was red, his jaw tight, shame pouring off him in waves. I stepped closer, voice steady, each word precise. So if you're pregnant, sister, the father cannot be sitting at this table. Gasps, stares. The unraveling of their scheme was brutal, swift. I watched the room turn on them. My family, once blinded, now saw the truth in high definition. The whispers began. The judgment burned hotter than fire. My sister dropped her fork. My husband couldn't meet my eyes. Their kingdom collapsed in real time. And I stood tall, glass raised, smiling. That night, I didn't collapse. They did. By morning, the divorce papers were on his desk. By evening, her phone was buzzing with silence, my parents refusing to take her calls. Justice doesn't always come from screaming. Sometimes it comes from silence, timing, precision. I gave them enough rope, and they hung themselves with it. Now, when I think of betrayal, I don't think of pain. I think of power. I think of the moment the truth burned brighter than their lies. And I think of my toast to truth.